third map of this game. VP and K23.
Oh, we're underway already.
Ooh, they're charging down middle very fast.
5A, not even a player over that B side of things
Look at
at
that bomb,
all.
boys. The kicker's in T-spawn, locked in. Buster's going to kill him. Cade and Norbert finding the frags they were hoping for, and still, Norbert's locked him in. James gone down. This is a CT round every day of the week. Sanji, 3 bullets left in that Glock. He will have to reload, and that's a chance for Cade to take some space.
Oh my word, Sanji. Probably not the fight he was expecting to come into the game with. Maybe, you know, once we get to Banana, I might have to worry about... No. You're going to get to T stairs.
There was nobody at B. That is wild from K23. So taking a massive gamble there on the pistol round, and it pays off. Now, VP are the type of team who, if they can't find any openings with Jame in the past on their AWP, they can struggle. But having Yakinda in the mix, who I do believe is one of the highest rated players for them since his introduction to this roster, will change things. They have somebody who can get in there with that AK-47 and find them some entries. So they will just be opting in round number 2 with some Deagles, a couple of Glocks in play, a flash for kick it, and lots of damage being done. Kios gets 2 nice, easy frags over towards the B side of things.
Ouch.
And Yakinda cops a nade to the dome as well. So aggressive stuff here from K23 across the board. Willing to take fights against the pistols. And ooh, it might come back to bite Nealon as he survives that, as the MP9s pick up the last 3 kills of the round. So 2-0 right now for K23. And coming into this knowing you already have 1 map under your belt just by rocking up on time, that has to feel pretty good. They only need 16 rounds here, 14 now. And they can secure this series and start things off here with an upset. This is a round robin. The groups are split up into 2 groups of 6 teams. The top 3 from each group will be going through towards that playoff graphic we were showing you earlier in the day. And with that playoff graphic, if you come first in your group, you'll go straight through the semis. Second and third will go down to the quarterfinals. And another strange round from K23. They've leaned 4 players over towards the B side, I think, straight away.
Okay. I mean, they live their life in extremes.
I like it.
Maybe that could be on one of these cards, you know? A person who never makes a mistake, never tries anything new. And well, they might be making a mistake here, but for now, something new. They at least have presence towards B. In that pistol round, it was mad, so a little bit of an early lean, but that's already been dissuaded. Mo's gone and got himself back towards Arch, so no harm, no foul, just some early utility. Sanji, what is this weapon rush? Have you seen this? I'm seeing it on the UI.
That's a Danger Zone special right there. A very good gun on Danger Zone as a whole. Silenced weapon on a large-scale map. Oh, that timing, though.
Fudge?
How about that one? That one is...
Flash in his hand. He lost his AK and armor without even pulling the trigger. Now James gone too. This is the first weapon round, and already seeing, oh no, disaster strikes. Sanji gets away with it. Buster looking to find space. There's a gap for him to exploit there, but the legs could be visible. Nealon should go and trade, and well, more where that came from, and he's found a second. Very comfortable on the MP9 at the moment. Poor old Sanji. He'll drop the CT smoke, his flash, he'll get pushed, and we have ourselves a third K23 with 3.
SMGs galore. Yeah, sorry, Rush. I know we got a little excited for it, but didn't get too much to see with it. Maybe keep it to Danger Zone.
3 kills in 3 rounds from VP, so off to a bit of a flyer here. They 1 KPR for the team, as they will be limping on in with a partial investment for round number 4. Deagles, 3 of them. P250 for Jame. Tech9 for that of Kick It. Kevlar for Yakinda and Kick It as well. And some smokes and flashes to work with here. But back underway, we get K23 doing some wild stuff. This time nade, Molotov down middle, early damage looking to be done. And not a lot to report, as I say that Sanji cops a big chunk of damage, down to 52 points of health, and the smokes will come out towards top middle. So K23 are trying to harass in these early stages, and by being a little bit more in flux, a little bit more unpredictable, it makes VP's life a lot harder.
I like that. Give me some weird, you know what I mean? I'm just back to work. It's a Tuesday. We just come back to the office. Everyone's, you know, having the little chat. How's your weekend? And I get to see some weirdness from K23. That makes me happy. I don't mind a bit of that.
Rush, can we look at Kick It's Tech9, just for everybody who hasn't seen it at home? So look at the little face on the back of the Tech9.
Oh, I don't like that.
He's looking at you.
I don't like that.
It's like Mona Lisa. The eyes are following
distracted.
him.
Yeah.
Keep looking at him. Look at him in the eyes.
If I could play with Draw Gun Zero, I'd be so happy in this game. All right, smoke's in. They've gone for a nice close smoke, allows those Tech9s and the pistols to get aggressive. However, there are obviously guns on the other side. I like the intention. The execution will still have a question mark by it. If Kicker can do more, maybe there's some room in this.
Oh, didn't expect the second. Kick It finding the rifler. Could go awry, hasn't. Kicker using the last 2 bullets into the dome makes
Got all
it
3.
competitive. Yeah, he is Molotov'd out now. Would need an ace clutch. Bombs loose and currently being held by Cade. He has a smoke, but still has to face Norbert. And this is a duel he certainly has the capabilities of winning. Norbert going to be careful, confirms his location. And now a question of time, 12 seconds. Norbert confirms it. Bomb retrieved and just pushes on him. Knows his attention was drawn elsewhere. K23 remain untouched, unscathed. And recovering 2 AKs ain't too shabby either.
Yeah, nice round from Kickett there to get his momentum going and even affords him enough money to drop the AWP across to James. So job done as he'll purchase on him with the AK-47 after that. I assume it would have been dropped across from Jamie Boy. Currently sitting 0-0-4 right now, going into round number 5. Everybody on the board for the K23 side of things, with Nealon leading the charge, 8 kills to his name. Let's see, what can VP do on Inferno's T side here? Aggressive Molotov down middle again. 3 towards top banana from K23 this time round. Boosting on up. Kios seeing if he can catch anybody off there. Smokes and Molotovs were good, but look at this. The smoke's actually up and over the top. You can see the feet here. Kios is in a rough one. Wherever that smoke bloomed or however it bloomed has created a bit of a one-way for the T's to exploit.
Wait till they work that one out.
Yeah, that's going to change everything if they can replicate that.
It's a bit dirty, isn't it?
I wonder where that landed.
I have no idea. Rush, you got any ideas?
Not so much, actually. I'm not 100% sure. I was too busy looking at the little dots on my screen.
Ah, I see, the little dots.
Lots of little dots, you know. You never really know what dot's going to do what.
I don't know if that's a lot.
Which dot?
James. Let's see if this dot can do something.
You want someone in a position to catch this swing.
No.
They're not even
Oh, God, this is terrifying. I don't like this. They're so aware of the position being possible. They do have to clear it, and they do well. Kios goes down, and Nealon's going to have to fall back.
Well, they're just going straight for the B execute here. You can see them lining up the smokes on the run, and smoke towards CT, smoke towards Coffin should be coming on through as well. So lots of work for Nealon to do here. He's isolated. He's on an island.
Two smokes just to make sure.
Please.
Flashes. Headshot from Nealon.
He dinked him.
He did. Yakinda working with a scrap of health now, but awkward retake all the same. It does put a lot of pressure onto the man alongside Mo. It's Cade. 2 of them. Tucking in towards Banana. 1 ready for the fight, albeit low. The threat of the nade. Passes. Cade with a smoke. Finds the first onto Yakinda, confirms James' position. Now they've got a good idea as to where both of them lie. Cade with a smoke. I'd like to see it deployed now, but James just pushed in, catching him as he sets it up. And that's likely confirmed the round. Mo can't do anything. He'll find himself 1 and wants to find the second as well. No kit.
Is that time? He just pulled this off? Mo? Mo? Hello?
That was down to the wire. And that's Clutch Man stepping in.
Can we appreciate what was going on with the post plant there?
Why was James fighting that?
I don't know. I assumed he must have just thought there was no time. I mean, I assumed that fight wouldn't be taken. It was, and confirmed.
Wild scenes. I guess he was worried about the smoke on the bomb and thought because he has an AWP, if he loses Mo in the smoke and he just sits the diffuse, that it's going to be a lot harder to pip a shot through. But that is, wow. Wow. 5-0 right now. Trouble for VP after losing what should have been an absolute sitter right there. They need to answer back, and they need to answer back quickly. Buys are back out. The plan is good. Sanji down to the Mac 10. AKs for everybody else. So Jane without his signature weapon, but they don't need it as Kickett cracks the skull of Nealon.
That's going to hurt. Oh, 8 HP, barely lives through that, but he does still stand. Buster even copping a little bit of a touch of damage, but for now it does once again seem, at least at this point, they do have banana control. A bit of an early lean as well from Mo coming over with that AWP.
Locking it down. What the bloody hell is Kios up to? He's got himself a double. No complaints from anyone there. Takes the fight. Yakinda steps into the fight and nearly gets both. Now Cade trading, keeping the numbers favor. 2-on-2. T's group up. Cade wants to take the fight and he's scuffed it. It's a very awkward situation now for his teammate.
All right, Mo.
From middle.
Do it again.
Smoke available, dropping it tactically
Oh, it's not going to cover him completely here with this defuse.
Picks up 2 of them. Fortunately, balcony's not been considered, and that's where Jame resides. So the first round is found for VP, 6 rounds in, and they'll scoop up anything extra they can find in the closing seconds.
All right, well, good for VP to get on the board after what they dropped in the previous was a little bit of a calamity. Not losing to Mo in 2 1-on-2 situations back-to-back is probably something to give the thumbs up about here as the buy does come back on out. Mo with the AWP once more, and still the omission for Jame on the other side of things. But Inferno is a map where you don't necessarily need that T-sided AWP to operate. You want to stay a little bit more nimble. So that deep smoke towards middle has just come on in from K23, and we've highlighted this in the past. We've seen it from G2. K23 are using it themselves, and that's going to slow down any quick mid plays the VP might want to run. As this time round, it will be 3 players over towards the B side. You've got Kios leaning forwards, Mo, the Overseer with the AWP, and the Flashman, Nealon ready and raring to go.
Overseer.
He's going to take a shot. Flash will come on in, and Kios will push. Here we go.
Flash is released, but Kios is gone. Buster finding the necessary shot, and Mo wants to disrespect the smoke, gets away with it.
So greedy.
Really nice stuff. 3 remain, and Yekinder does do what Yekinder does best, opens up the site. He can drop his smoke anywhere he desires. Up for CT, the wallbang connects, 1 more, and the bomb is loose. Mo continues to contribute. He has dug them out of so many holes. Bomb being planted again. Yeah, they might do it. Pushing and denying. Cade goes down. Wow, all onto Yekinder then. Norbert's rotating in as well. Bomb's location confirmed. Picks it up for now, and baits the shot, hits it as well. Mo gone. Executed clinically, a combination of mechanics here from Yekinder, and now he's got 30 seconds to work with. He knows the rotate likely has happened. Does he hunt? Does he fake? He opts for the former. And pegging it to A.
Interesting.
When will Norbert start considering this as an option?
Probably not. He will have to clear the B side of things here because he's playing in limbo right now. He's not going to hear exactly when the bomb goes down. As he tickles a little bit closer, he's going to feel more and more comfortable with this. And just in time, Yekinder gets the bomb down. So Norbert, he still thinks it's over towards the B side of things. And there you go. The penny drops. The rotation comes in now. He has no defuse kit for this. If there was one, it was on that B side of things. So now time becomes an issue.
There's so much time till you got here that post-plant could be anywhere. Yekinder is on the site. No subtlety being shown. Given a chance, that's getting a little scary. It's got to be quick, though. Yekinder's just buying time, and he's lost it, but he's probably won the round here. No kit. AK to hand. See if Norbert can get out of there alive.
Yeah, the timing on that from Yekinder, the fact that he's gone for that around the world, and we can see just how close it was to get that bomb down, completely juking Norbert, who hedged his bets. He was already playing quite the off angle over towards that B side of things, seeing if he could punish, and he loses the round. So Yekinder pulling them across the line here, putting the second round on the board for VP. And the money situation for K23 is where we start to have to ask some questions. They don't have enough to work with. This was the jumping on up, punishing of Nealon, stopping Cade from getting any more, and then taking Mo, the hero of the round, out with the AWP. Left himself in a one-on-one situation. Yekinder gets that bomb down. And, well, wins the round. Doesn't get the frag, but doesn't need to. It's aggressive smoke. They're actually going to boost over this. This is interesting to see right here. I haven't seen this one before, so how much height can they get? It looks like a lot. James being spotted, but he's seen the boost. So now there's another layer to that smoke that we can note going forward.
There is. James catching some flak as well. Surely not against just a rifle.
Straight into B.
Oh, Nealon's got so much on his plate. Yeah, he's gone and rotates from Norbert. He's the only rifle here. If he could get himself a quick tap or a spray through the smoke, but he reveals it. Yeah. VP playing an unusual game, flashing them in now. USP's hoping to catch one. Don't forget, James was low and he does go down, but so do his teammates.
Norbert with all 3 flash assists there on his teammates. If anything, it did more to hinder than help. Smokes have cleared, and now it's a 1-on-3 situation. Bomb yet to be planted. Will go down now on the back of Yekinder. But the question is Norbert just going to wait and see if anybody wants to greet his construction position, or if they're just going to play this one quite passively? We can see tucked in towards the back of the site is Buster, and the other 2 over towards the banana position. They knew that he was over towards CT spawn because of that flash assist. So they're well aware that he could have already pushed into a position just like this, and they don't want anything to do with it. So Buster, Yakinda, and Kick It look like they're going to hold on to the round as it is now halfway ticked. Norbert leering forward, seeing if anybody is getting inquisitive. But at this stage, nobody's home.
Probably glass windows, aren't they?
Well, it's one of those things, you know, when the typewriter salesman comes around, you just pretend that you didn't hear the doorbell.
The typewriter salesman.
Yeah.
That was one of my dad's first jobs. He went around door to door selling Hoovers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's a therapist. But if you bought a Hoover from my door to door salesman dad, respect.
Hopefully it's still working. Hopefully the lifetime guarantee is has been honoured.
Yeah, I remember him pulling me
under.
aside when I was, but a boy, telling me that, the reason I stepped out of that job was because I could see that I could manipulate them to buy Hoovers, but it didn't rest well with me.
Oh, the moral standpoint, he couldn't do it.
He knew what he had
Why
to
the
say.
redemption arc?
They're pushing.
Ooh, and this could be redemption for the last couple of rounds for K23. James?
Does nothing.
It was good bait. Jane was great
exactly. It kind of opened up the chance for a Cage would have to do something big, and he's not going to do it. Buster's already found 2. This is... we're done. I've never seen that skin before.
No, nor I.
I guess I don't see many of the silenced ones these days.
Yeah, not too many.
Anime CT.
Anime CT. It is a bit anime-esque, isn't it?
Yeah, hit inspect for us, would you? Mo, stop trying to win.
Yeah, 1 on 5,
What's it say
mate.
on
Come
the back?
on.
I love ski.
What do you love?
Ski.
Oh, yeah, School. It's like SKOOL.
School is cool.
School is cool.
Don't be a fool. Go to school.
I almost saw it. Ski.
Rush, what are you making of this game?
It's interesting.
What does that mean?
There's a few rounds now where literally the round is over at like 1:30, like this round, for example. I'm liking what I'm seeing. There's a lot of aggression, especially, I mean, we see G2 throw that smoke all the time, but they never, all they seem to do is throw nades behind it, which is fine. But we've never seen anyone like try to boost behind it, so that's kind of interesting.
Cool, yeah. Another layer.
And then they just try to push it this round. That's a bit audacious, to be honest, but it was interesting to see.
Who do you think's going to win?
I think VP's going to close this one out in style.
In style?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see what type of style they're working with here. But that opening pick down towards middle was all made possible by James just tucking his head down, sometimes not going for the fight is what is necessary, and that was the plan for VP.
I've got some analysis here. It says, I love skins.
You love skins. Okay, the TV show?
I did like that. Effie was fantastic.
It was a good show. K23 are just on the pistols. Do you think Effie would have liked that?
She, you know.
It's like kind of like a bad girl gone good.
Gone bad, gone good.
Gone good.
Yeah. I always feel like if someone watched Skins during their upbringing,
formative years.
Yeah, it was a good time. I feel like I could get on with them.
Ooh, damn. Chances for Nealon. Not quite going to manifest. What is with VP throwing 2 smokes in the same place?
They've done that so much.
It's like it's almost deliberate.
We've seen at least double smokes to coffins twice, and we've seen double smokes towards CT at least once. So I'm not sure if it's just miscommunication or if there's something that we don't understand about the game here. And Nealon trying to make us understand.
Never seen double smokes be used for anything other than a mistake, but it is so odd that their mid-rounding is leading to the same, like surely, especially if you're throwing it from the same place, you're queuing up on logs to throw the same smoke. What are you up to?
Maybe they're just, well, I don't know. I can't actually answer that.
No, that's okay, and that's okay. It's okay to not know. But clearly VP, regardless, are finding the rounds they need.
May I request then, Rush, if we see them go for that B hit, can we just see if there's any intention behind it with the smokes that come through?
Sure,
because
I'll look at the lineups.
It may just be purely a miscommunication, mistake, quick,
there's
whatever.
like some sort of
mean?
weird gap on one smoke. Like he wants to throw the smoke that blocks the guy that jumps up on coffins. The other one's the gap that fills. I mean, it could be. Or it could just be VP being a disorganized squad that have the mechanical capabilities to dig them out of holes that they dig themselves into through poor decision-making. But who knows?
But do remember, Alex, the person who never makes a mistake never tries anything new, so...
That's true, and don't forget that if you fall 7 times, stand up 8. So with the rounds at 10...
Look, if you two would just change your mind, you could bloody change the world.
That's right, yeah. Change your mind to change the world. Fudge me, that's terrible.
All right, well, we're back underway with something that isn't terrible, and that's Counter-Strike. But what doesn't look fantastic is Sanji. He's just hanging out in spawn. He's got his knife out.
NL. Not live, not Netherlands.
Alex, would you consider yourself a chicken killer? Game.
I tend to partner up with them.
Oh, you gather the chickens.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. In terms of IRL, I am a meat eater, but
Yes,
I
of
have
course,
yet
of
to assault a chicken personally.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
In-game, you should kill all the chickens.
in game, I like them to follow me. I kind of beckon them, and at one point,
Pied Piper of chickens.
I've had one for almost a whole half,
Oh.
and then the HE damage comes in, and you hear the
feathers and
I think that you should
little
kill them.
butt. Oh, he's got the wiggly tail.
I've seen them block doors as well, so I know
Yeah.
that they can work for me as well as against me.
Sometimes they just catch a weird smoke, and you're like, okay.
I wonder why Valve thought we needed chickens. I'm not saying we don't,
Yeah.
but I'm just wondering why they had that thought and just went,
Purposes,
yeah, but
like Baby Yoda.
I didn't realize how much of a jiggle they've coded
really-
into his what's the name
Giblets.
of that?
Jewels.
Lauren, I bet you know
I
it.
thought it was
It can't be
jewels,
giblets.
jowls.
Jowls? No, that's the that's the
is that
chinny
the
ones.
dog things.
Chicken head red thing name.
What's it called?
It's obviously called a chicken's comb.
Oh, it's a.
Oh, it's
comb.
called a chicken's comb, and wattles are red, soft, and warm.
Oh, and you're killing them.
They're red, soft, and warm.
yeah, we eat them,
Sorry.
Lauren, on a regular basis, like every day.
I was actually thinking
I don't
about
eat
that.
that much meat normally.
So it's called a comb. Yeah,
You're missing
comb,
out then.
beak,
No,
eye.
it's fine. I'm
it-
just too lazy to cook.
Oh,
know what I mean?
the dangly wangly bits are called
Yeah.
wattles.
Wattles.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his wattles.
His wattles are jiggling.
Oh,
It's a real sentence, you can say.
they're quite thick in here.
Yeah. 4 or 5 C's minimum.
Rush, are you a chicken killer?
I'll give him a stab every now and then. Sure, why not?
I like the pot plants and the chicken.
Close to the
Kill 'em all.
hydration. Close
Yeah, he just
to it.
wants a
Yeah,
little bit of.
yeah.
Come on, go on.
Oh.
Oh, he's looped around.
It's interesting the lore of this Inferno.
Of course, yeah.
So clearly the water taps,
Mhm.
else
buckets.
do we have
like, are
around
they
here?
publicly provided buckets? I guess, can I take that home as long as I bring it back? Or
Well, I
I
think
mean, it's more to use while you're there, I'd imagine.
I'm not drinking from the
no,
bucket.
but what happened was old
Right.
Timmy was down filling up his pails,
yeah.
and terrorists came through town. So Timmy's had to run away. He's left his
I'm with
pails
you.
there.
And his chicken, his pet chicken.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Nasco.
you don't expect to be leaving your pails, especially some metal buckets like that. They probably cost a little bit.
Yeah, that's a
Let me
pretty
have a look
penny
at the
there. You
lore
can
here
melt them
for
down,
old
make yourself a
Inferno.
little, I don't know, karambit,
Ooh.
Damascus steel.
We've just received word that this feeling of it's more of an estate than a town,
An
and I
estate.
want to kind of argue that point. Now, if we can fly into Second Middle and go to the restaurant, how many estates have restaurants?
Precisely.
So this right
Closed
here.
for renovations. It's
Yeah.
Chiuso at the moment.
Let's get some antipasta.
I'm really
in
interested.
CSGO, the song Latin Lover by Jane Marie Finstrom, which appeared in the source version of that, can still be heard in CT Spawn in this version.
In CT Spawn.
There's music
All
in
right.
CT
Well, let's
Spawn.
head on over there,
That
Rush.
was the original version, so I don't know if it's still there. Obviously, street sign Via Adamo can be found near Banana. The sign means Adam Road in Italian, a tribute to the famous competitive CSGO player, Adam Freiberg.
Ah, the Frib gets a reckon. Where is it? Sorry.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Should be-
There you go.
Adamo.
Yep.
Yep.
Freiberg in memoriam.
Yeah.
And we've also got the
There's
ex-god Pausta.
So there are two
Okay, yeah.
spots on the map that pays homage to Christopher Auti, excuse me for the surname, the map's original creator. There's a coat of arms painted on the wall facing mid with Tento Auti as the motto. And the building on the side of a bomb site says Vino Auti on both
So you
the
said
walls.
Auti created the original Inferno?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fun fact Friday. Vino Auti. I do think the map design community, it's hard. It's a hard balance to strike in terms of like, how do you get players to try it out with an open mind? I see, they have those play nights, and some people are very up for it. They go
Yeah.
and they do their 10-mans, but it's such a it requires such a labor of love, and it's unrequited love typically.
It's such a harder task now than it ever was before. Because back in the day when we had the cow leagues and the CPO leagues and that kind of stuff, and the game wasn't under the control of Valve in the same way as it is now, which seems ridiculous because I know a lot of you out there, I want my updates. But back then, it was literally just us loving the game, and we were the ones who forced it into the competitive environment, right? So the tournaments like CPL, that's where we got Mirage from. That was from CPL Strike, CPL Fire, CPL Mill is the one that Tuscan is based off of. Those maps, tournament organizers would put them in when they felt, you know, let's play a new map, let's bring a new map in, let's add something new to the rotation. And that's where we found ourselves. And then also with new versions of the game, when Source came out, for example, it didn't have all of your family favorites. You know, Aztec was one of the maps out there. Cobble was another one of the maps.
Singin' Chicken is the name of the...
I'm trying to think, is that a play on words with anything?
No, I just think it's them trying to do, you know, like fast food brand generic stuff. Like look at the B, what have they called it? BW?
BW?
Yeah, that's what they the chips had on it. It's like, you know, the Golden Arch, but with
the
copyright friendly B.
It's nice. We like a copyright friendly B.
Now, this kind of computer here, if you're old enough to have owned something similar...
120 hertz, chat.
I would love that CRT right now.
Look how chonky he is. He's got cathode ray tubes up the hizzy.
When they had the flat screen CRTs that came out, that was when it was all happening.
Flat CRTs?
No, so see this one here's rounded.
Yes.
When the glass panel was just flat on the front, that's when life got real good.
That's when you could really just live 140. Was it 120 probably?
You could go higher. There was something like 160 as well. Like I used to play on 640 by 480 because I could go up to 140 something.
So buttery smooth for the time.
Gorgeous. I mean, I loved that at the time. Yeah, for sure.
I remember buying my first high refresh rate monitor from a player at LAN.
Yeah.
Like after he knocked me out of the lit event.
You were like, oh, I have that.
He was like, I'm selling this, and I was like, brilliant. I'm actually going to take it for a spin, and I've never looked back. Recently, someone asked me for some tech advice.
Yeah.
He's trying to like live, you know, the AAA titles in 4K, and I was like, I really recommend avoiding the 4K and in prioritizing the refresh rate. Because if you want your game to feel like different and to feel special and high quality, I think the refresh rate is the best way to do it.
100%, I'm with you.
Screw the resolution. And that's coming from someone with a 32:9 monitor at one point in my life.
At one point.
Rest in peace. Ultra wide.
I'm sure it's still working.
I'm sure it works. Yeah, but just imagine World of Warcraft with that 32:9 res. Oh, it was just brilliant. And so is Counter-Strike, which is what we're here to do.
And we're back underway.
Fantastic timing. All right. Thank you for tuning into our podcast. It's Pansheen and Spoonge. Flash at 148 was what Alex said, but James disagrees. 145. Boom. Nobody's home.
Big fight up here. Plus they can get through this.
Oh, and Cade's low too.
Cade went down halls. Big kill from Sanji.
Found some individual duels. Sanji taking apps control, keeps the CT's feet planted, and at this point in time, VP. Don't forget they've been flubbing some of their smokes. I'm intrigued to see if they do any more accidental doubles, but that's of course an assumption we're making. Maybe every other team in competitive Counter-Strike just doesn't know that throwing 2 smokes is better than throwing 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's his.
Oh, Norbert's trapped. Norbert is stuck on in
He's
towards
chilling.
the
He's
trash
like in a
position
little bit
right now.
of warmth. He's just cozy. It's, you know, a cold autumn day, you know, brisk breeze, but the sun's out, deceptive. And he's feeling a little toasty by the fire. Picked up a couple of logs, obviously, off a banana. And
Right, so
right, the smokes. Here we
shouting.
go.
All right, kick it. Smoke coffins, please. That's CT. So it looks like they've successfully thrown 1 smoke for each. No overlap here.
Nice. There we go. Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. All good. The side
There you
takes.
go. Yeah, this is the smokes pairing they seem to prefer. It does enable you to get into the site and push out from unusual angles, as well as, of course, that coffin smoke blooming. So, looks like a save. Back to podcast mode.
Yeah, Kios doesn't want to lose that AWP. He got tagged up early, so holding on to those dual orbs, it appears to be the way that K23 want to get back into this game. And to go into a round like this in a 3-on-5 situation with the bomb down towards the B bomb site, well, you're probably not going to win that round. Saving it is the right play. Surprisingly, Norbert didn't go for more mid-information there after that Molotov had landed. You know, he had a bit of time. He could have been flashed or baited on through to just get some information and call out that rotation. So as we look at VP now going up to 6 rounds. They're looking good on this T side of Inferno here. Now, coming into this matchup, we did say that VP were the favorites, one of the favorites here within this tournament. Some big names across the board within the CIS region, but nobody in recent times who has really been showing that crazy form other than Na'Vi. Spirit got us excited over there within the realms of Pro League. Fours have just been struggling to really find consistency in their gameplay. VP had Buster earlier in the year go out. He was taking a bit of time off. Adren was on this team, if you remember, not too long ago, and now they've brought in Yakinda and Buster's return. So a potent fire upgrade or firepower upgrade for both of those individuals right there. And back underway we go. So the double orbs out. Can Kios find something this time round, or will he be dinked on up again within the early stages?
I mostly enjoy chat, really. Just getting wide over the resolution you mentioned of your old monitor. Very fun. I don't know if Kios maybe seen one. He's definitely seen them now, but he takes more damage than given, considering Nealon also received a fair whack there. It's a bit of a trade on banana, but the fight's not subsiding. Kios fancies another go. I think he just got Buster too, so unconfirmed damage, but if he knew, he'd be pretty happy with that.
Wow, if that nade landed, Kios would have been quite upset with how the last 2 rounds have gone. Gets to hold on to his life yet again, but now VP with the map control that they were looking for. Yakinda holding them busy towards top of middle right now while they set up this B execute, this B set piece once more. So Yakinda not really having to do a lot as the B set piece comes on.
Have they gone A once?
Yes.
Once?
I think once.
In that 1v1?
Yeah.
He ran.
Ran all that way.
Yeah, that's it. Again,
How's he not burning Nealon?
the B hit and Kios just doesn't get a chance. Buster blows his head off. Sanji burns Nealon alive. And, well, that's where the play-by-play stops, because it's another one of those things where we sit here for a minute and a half and watch the round do nothing. I'm going to pop to the loo.
Have fun.
Let me know if you need anything.
Not from the loo. No, I'm good. You keep whatever you need to put in there away. Yeah. Always a big fan of the chocolate brownies.
They're nasty.
Yeah, well, you're dealing with adult children, Lauren, so of course we're nasty. I really do like the new VP roster. If I want to digress for a little second here away from the actual game, but I think VP, right? I like Dustin as a coach. I enjoy some of the conversations that I've had with him in passing before. I really think that this VP roster overall, now that they've have Yakinda in the team, I'm a big fan of Yakinda. I think as a rifler, as somebody quite explosive, he's exciting. Another kid from Latvia.
Where do we put them in the grand scheme of things? Because obviously this is very much CIS focused.
Sure.
And then the kind of exports that we've seen so far would be Spirit and Na'Vi, of course. Where would they slot in Virtus.pro in this kind of maybe export list? Are they third in line? Are they beyond that? Are they further away?
Realistically, they should be the second best team from the region.
Okay.
With the experience that they have. But because of those changes earlier in the year with Buster taking some time off, Adren going out the door, you look at this roster since Sanji's joined, and they have only played, it's not Sanji, it's Yakinda's joined. They've only played a total of, I think, 23 maps or something along those lines. 24 maps now. So it's not a huge amount, but I think that, hold on a second.
Barrel's a little
double
big there.
kill.
Lovely. Yakinda opens things up and Quicker finds success. This is great from VP. Yes, Kios can stop the B here, but unless Cade can do something just like that, it looked almost like game over, but coming down some individuals, finding some multi-frags, but it's Kios to quickly rotate, but by now, bombs can be planted before he really gets a step towards the site, Kios.
What would we have seen Europeans do, Lauren, in that type of a round on the CT side?
Don't know, Chad.
Save.
Save. Oh, I just got back in.
Yeah, you just got back in
A bit
time.
too late.
They would have just saved. And this is the difference that you're going to see. These teams are going to go for a lot more rounds that they probably shouldn't. They're not going to play the percentage Counter-Strike in the same way. Like, look how easy that was for James. Like, it's a 2-on-1 situation. The bomb's getting planted at the A site. And there's just really no way back into those rounds. And now they will be able to buy again. The loss bonus is working in K23's favor. But a gun and more utility for Kios would have been on the cards, or at least for his teammates. So back underway we go. More entries on the cards here as, there you go. Buster takes down Kios again. He'll finally get one from the grave with a Molotov. And Sanji melting both boiler players.
That should never happen.
Never.
Holy moly. Well, Sanji delivers and looks like he'll be stopped here. 2-on-2. Mo's been one of the most influential members of the K23 squad, and he's in a position where he can do it again. Not the most ideal of situations for an AWPer to be holding pit. He is exposed, but so was James. Now we're talking. Kicker thrust into a 1v2 with a full minute on the clock, so we will see the CTs position themselves in a flexible hold. Nealon in a prime position to hold not only the CT long cross, but also to be ready to respond to a B. I'm getting nervous though, because that gap has just spawned. Nealon rotating to B as Kicker cut noise, and now Mo could get flanked.
Most change of position here is everything, though. Knowing it was over towards pit and now moving towards the site, it's unlikely Kickett's looking towards this position is going to completely overlook it. You wouldn't be expecting him to change. You wouldn't be expecting him to move around. So Kickett's not clearing this at all.
This is the weirdest thing. Surely Mo will check it. Oh, he doesn't.
They've looked past each other.
What the bloody hell is going on?
Dan.
That is peculiar, Dan. Burgers, Dan. Tomatoes, Dan. The whole burger, Dan.
Kickett, yeah, I'd like to watch that one back at some point, but for now it's still into a 1v1. He's got past the first hurdle, the second still awaits. That being Nealon coming back in. No kit on Nealon. I'm not sure if there is one around. Maybe one on site, I think I see there. So, again, weird round.
Kickett's probably just about stopped giggling. And now he's won the round. That is the 9th for VP and a 1v2. He crumpled up in the fetal position.
Same.
Buster's got max money. The dude has to spend his money. So does James. This is 9 rounds on the trot. It actually is. Yeah, they got the first 5. K23 got the first 5. Mo looking around, didn't see him, and very peculiar. It's, you know, it's kind of funky how different CIS domestic matches feel and play.
Yeah, it's a completely different kettle of fish.
Could you describe it with one word, Chad?
I think that they're... No, I couldn't do it with one word.
Maybe 6?
Oof. Let's go with funky, and
That's
then
that's the one word I needed. Funky. CIS, funky, CS.
Oh, that's cute. All right, Nealon, this is a bit bold. It's a little brave.
Just going in.
Just walks the smoke. Just peeks the top.
Double kill from Nealon, though. That's nice. So
very nice.
Potentially a 6th round on the board here for K23 as we are in the last round of the first half. And this setup we've seen run before from K23. Normally KDO playing in this position where Norbert is.
If Sanji somehow gets both of these fellas again, I'm going to scream. Cade gets his toes tickled.
Okay, he did not see him at all.
Has his scalp adjusted. Down to 11 from Norp shot through that box. Sanji does get hunted down. And this one spells 9-6.
Should just be the B finish right now. They still have 2 smokes to work with. One towards the front of sight. Flash going in as well. Spammed on up. Kickett held at the door. And I think this is it.
Yeah, this is their full execute. The only thing that they could possibly separate them is a double kill. Okay. Kickett's just got 2 of them, and they're spraying the smoke. It's only Nealon now. And with 25 seconds left, they look to plant. Nealon's going to push this. Flashed off, jumps over, gets the frag.
God.
And this could very well be a 2 versus 5 that we are witnessing. Kickett, triple kill. James hunting. Losing his duel, though, trying to mess around with the levels a bit too much, and so Norbert will confirm it. A double kill from him, but K23 tried their hardest to throw that. Whoa, just casting like I would if I wasn't casting. That is exactly what they tried to do. And they've done it, 9-6 on the half. We'll be right back to break down the final half of the first series today.
of my mind, trying to find a story to believe. And I've been getting sick of how I'm spending all my time, searching for a way to find relief. And I can stay inside, go to sleep, but I feel like I need to let go. And I can spin a web of any story that I like, but tonight I wanna make a masterpiece. Stepped out looking like a small fire, half glass and filled with desire. Head down, but I know I can't deny it. Life is fun when you're a liar. I'm just trying to learn from all the things that I've been told. I'm gonna paint a new reality. It doesn't take a lot to turn a person into gold. Yeah, I've been getting good at alchemy. And you can stay inside in the dark, but without it, you know.
We are back in action at the 9-6 half. K23 presenting what seems to be a little glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. It was, however, 9 consecutive rounds on the T side from VP that gave them their lead. I've got Lauren Pansy Scott hanging out with myself,
Hiya.
Machine, and of course, Chad Sponge Birchall, a fountain of knowledge and accents.
And youth.
And youth. Jury's out on that one.
Ooh, it's a double CZ armor.
Well, it's also a Tech 9 dropped across from Mo here,
We
so we're getting
got some
spicy on
juice.
this one.
Okay, what the hell is this?
Oh, hello, everyone's home.
Yeah, I think James just saw enough.
Oh, 5.
How much did he see? Because no rotations have come in until now. Your Kinder's starting to go walkabout, so a bit weird.
Arch side, the perfect gap as well. So
Oh,
good stuff
gosh.
here from K23.
Yeah, they've gotten everything they need.
Oh dear. Sanji's in trouble.
Oh my God. James got dinked and then Cade walks into him and gives away a freebie. What is going on? He's trying to knife him. What?
That was a perfect pistol.
What was happening there? Okay.
When the CIS hits. Yes.
Drop it. Bing, 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 bing.
I'm really confused on what just happened there. Well, VP won the round.
Okay, talk us through the weirdness, Chad.
Well, okay, so I
Can't.
guess he ran into the smoke to try and knife the graveyard
Sanji.
player, but even still, like, it
But what
felt
about
like
that
there were a lot more
CZ as
jewels to
well?
be taken before going for that one. And the fact that James gets
do you
dinked
have,
and then...
do you have Skybox running?
Could you break that down for
yeah,
us?
I can.
Maybe we'll have a look at that in one of our ecos, just for fun.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
we've
try
got the
and bring it up.
Julies?
Yep.
I've figured out I've got Twitch in my eye. I think maybe it's coming on through...
On your screen as well, or?
Maybe. Oh, okay. Cade Julies silently posted up towards apps.
Yes, Lauren, that's the sound I'd be making too if I was K23. You fully invested, practically accepting your fate unless one of you has a hero moment. And it doesn't feel that way as Kickit unloads his M4 into the smoke. Nades follow, Cade low, Sanji fragging. This is over. Nealon with a deagle, trying to change my mind.
The
Cade.
Julies, though, come on.
Yeah, you're right. He did catch a glimpse of Kickit, wasn't focusing his attention there, and so he'll upgrade to the Desert
that's,
Eagle. Long range MP9, it works nicely in bursts of 3. Brrr. Norbert.
Is that...
That was my MP9 impression.
Okay, I thought that was more like you at a club somewhere. That
No,
would
like,
be
if you're stroking the MP9, in my mind, you stroke it like a cat. You give it like drr, drr, like 3 or 4
Oh,
on the
okay.
way down. Drr,
Alright.
drr,
That's a
drr.
nice
And
visualization.
your long range, you're like bursting, like Boomich in Katowice 2019.
All right. Well, yeah, you're right. 20... No, it was this year.
Was it this year?
It was
This
2020.
is why I was being weird.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Let's
here we
check
go.
this
Talk
out.
to
So,
me. So-
this is just an eco going on in the pip, guys. But this is the pistol round. So
The
they have
perfect
arch
start.
control. This is looking good. Okay, they spotted towards pit. Nobody's home. They're even going to throw the HE there. Okay, so they spot Sanji Graveyard. So he smokes himself. Okay, that's what's happening. They have side control at this point, right? James gets a kill in towards App somehow. Who knows how? Now Yakinda's already here killing everybody. And then now Kios runs into the smoke. Look at this.
Knife already out.
He's trying to knife something, but Sanji's just patrolling around the top. He gets the kill right there. And the round was over, and so was this one. So we can actually get back underway with gun rounds. So you guys completely missed that eco, which is good because you didn't need to see it. As scoreline is 12-6 right now.
Yeah, but part of me does miss, you know, like the crowd cheering on an eco bash.
Yeah, they do love a good eco
honestly,
bash.
it's so funny. Like, it's like, you know, everyone in the arena is just cheering as that 5-man spray down the Dust 2B tunnels occurs. It makes them worth it. But when we sit here online, unfortunately, you're stuck with Rush. Fortunately for some, of course, there are some Rushley Rangers out there, name to be confirmed at a later date.
Still not sure about the branding.
He's not sure, yeah. He's looking for other R words, if you think of any.
Rush's Rhinos,
Rush's...
is what I was suggesting.
Go on, say it.
Rambunctious.
Rambunctious rapscallions.
Rambos.
Rush's Rambos.
Ooh, well, we're working on it.
Sprays. Oh, fudge me. That's a lot of damage. Kios, Norbert, Cade, Nealon, all shattered. And as their ears continue to ring, Yakinda starts finding frags. It's only the one. Kickett's not going completely unannounced. He's kind of baited his entire squad. Sanji on the retake, though, and they're kind of expecting this to be clear.
It's only bait if you don't clutch, so we'll see. See what he does. The post plants are going to be somewhat tightened. You can see already Cade starting to walk through towards library. That's going to be Buster's fight potentially, but it looks like maybe a nutmeg's on the card.
Yeah, but by just being in pit, it means they can't play afterplant from pit.
Oh!
Now Buster's won it. Takes down Cade. The poor guy's having a nightmare. Smokes and Cade, not a potent mix.
Good molly.
Yep, Kios is cooked. Down to Nealon to clutch up. He's already found 2, needs 2 more. Time-sensitive issue, and Buster continues to impress.
Sanji has the kit. And
after you, sir.
The fuse coming on through. So 13 on the board for VP now, and well, after losing map 1 in spectacular fashion, they've been able to convert Dust 2, and now we're on the third map of Inferno here, 13-6. Plant is good. It will allow the buy from K23 to come on through, moving forward into round 20. But when we look at, I guess, the stakes of this game, it is just the opening match in a round robin. 6 teams in either group.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I had my alarm go off last night in the middle of the podcast. I was like, oh.
Yeah, this one just keeps going off every day.
Well, I think you can like cancel it.
It's nice. It gives me a nice reminder of a certain
fact that you're still alive.
Time of day, yeah.
Well.
Cool. 6-13. This feels just a very curious game. I don't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect, and maybe this is an indicator of what's coming.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, yeah, the passion starts when I don't know what to expect, and this game has delivered in every capacity of what I expected. Passion waning, James missing. Spray onto Sanji does do significant damage, and James could find more here. He's expecting the close walk up, and he is having a sweep, a little supermarket find. He's not gone down, and now his molly will force Norbert forwards. He's not ready for that, though. Caught unawares, a rarity. Now a flank, potentially. Norbert, considering his options. Smoke for the library side is...
If they go back to B, they're going to be in trouble.
Unless Yakinda feels like he wants to go for a bit of a feeding mission. He doesn't. The flash is perfect from Buster.
Cade's having a nightmare this half.
Yeah, Cade's not having a good time. Yakinda now can't escape, forced to fight. Does lose life, though.
Yeah, K23 kicking. And from kick in to Sanji and Kickert, both on that short side.
They're going to stop this right here.
Yeah, this is going to suck for them. Good frag. Mo's doing it all, and now Nealon can arrive in the feed as well. K23 space. And it looks like it will just be onto Buster. Now, he had the AWP prior. Get through that away up to the M4. And he'll maybe even grab himself an AK-47 here. I don't think he's going to go for it.
No, it has save written all over it. And I think the fact that Sanji has 7K right now, they can drop the AWP across to James in future rounds and still make this work. But how much more can Mo do? Already 2 in the round. He might be able to find Buster hunting as we get some camera angles, play the Benny Hill music right now as they're walking past each other and tucking on in. This is a tough angle to clear. Buster gets the frag. Will stay alive, down to 41 points of health, drops the smoke, and well, he's being looked at by Norbert through the window with that AWP. I don't think they'll chase this one. We can see on the radar, top left-hand side of your screen, that they are running away. Thank you, Rush. Running away. Is,
have you been working on your box with a house in it? Wait, let me try again. Your house with a cross in it? 1, 2, okay.
He hasn't been.
No. Oh. You're in a bit of a predicament there, aren't you, Rushley? Yeah.
Nice try though, Rush.
Tried something new. It's nice to see.
It's really hard.
Have we? When do they normally push the Halloween update for?
Well, that's if they care.
Oh.
Normally they don't. So
Playing from
we're
the
in
pantry.
Okay, what do we got on those shelves?
ketchup.
Corn? Was that corn?
I want a pantry when I grow up.
You are grown up.
I want to be able to say, oh, it's in the pantry.
A walk-in pantry?
Pantry?
Country.
Yeah. I'm trying
Pantry?
to say it as British as possible.
Yeah, it's a walk-in one, yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to choose between a walk-in pantry and a walk-in wardrobe, which would you have, Lauren?
I'm not sure. I'll think on it. Cade, to quickly start things off, and Cade almost burning alive, so didn't go too.
I love this
cleanly.
angle from Buster. This one often goes overlooked, especially if they're grey screen and walking through. Here's them. And that should be a free beam. No way Mo gets that.
Unreal. Bat out of hell just comes flying through the smoke. James probably a bit baffled too, but hey, it's working for the T's. Maybe not every single time. Maybe you can't bank on it all the time, but once in a while must be nice.
They've gambled.
And I'd say pantry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'd probably...
Like the wardrobe, I don't have enough things to fill it, so.
Ah.
Little powder room's quite nice though.
Don't even know what that is. Is that like a makeup kind of...
Yeah, just like the little.
Just have the table and the mirror.
Yeah, quite cute.
Imagine if they gambled correctly here. I'm just sitting here waiting to see how far
dice.
K23 were going to bite into that B here, and it could have been good night for them right there. But the fact that they've retooled and they're heading back over towards the A side of things, the time is not an issue. The bomb will go down, and VP will hold on to their guns. So the scoreline was 13-6. Now we're going to see it go all the way up to 13-8. K23 are battling back into this one. They're even checking the side on out, making sure they're spamming the walls, can get that bomb down safely. It's the worst thing when you're the planter and you run into the site and you assume that your teammates are good friends of yours and they clear everything, but they don't, and then you die. And then you have to go one pit, and then someone else has to plant, and then you lose the round. So you don't love it.
Are you listening, Lauren? I hope you're listening.
I hear that.
I hope you're listening.
I hear it.
B's clear, she said yesterday. B's clear. He's in decon, of course.
Oh.
She's sitting there on top ramp. B's clear. Have we checked decon side? I don't know.
Site is clear, Alex.
B.
It's not my fault. You can't listen.
Would you say that
So where's the
decon
cutoff?
is
Where's the
categorized
cutoff
in
for
B
you?
site?
It probably depends. There was a lot of things that happened before you got to the lower side, right? Did you
Well,
go
she
secret?
lurks
Well, if I'm on
secret.
ramp,
Did you go secret?
She went secret
no,
Windows side
no,
ramp.
but
Yeah, I swear you did
nonsense,
that.
Absolute nonsense. I went ramp and held it.
And then you said B site clear because you had a cursory glance at the
Because
site.
the B site was clear.
You guys shouldn't really play. You guys should.
I verbatim. The B site.
Okay, next
was
time I want
clear.
a B site's clear, care decon. That's
You
all.
guys-
That's all I'm requesting. That's all I'm requesting.
care
I
control,
came down the
care
vents
door, care
with the bomb
decon,
in my hands like a plum. I went
It's not
down the
my
vents.
fault.
You guys
B
should-
site's clear.
you
I was
guys
very
should
happy.
The B site was clear.
Fudge me.
You should never play nuke without somebody who's going to always warn you of those things. Because someone
I
needs to be
can't-
cognizant of all map rotations at all
Why
times.
must I
You shouldn't.
look
It's a
after Big Baby?
Because then you guys have miscommunications otherwise, guys.
That's fine, we move on. We'll push it aside like this round. With Kios finding quicker, it gets a little bit trickier, but they still have two split to either side. However, as CIS normally stands, you can overwhelm pretty nicely on the T side unless they go for a gamble stack, which, well, I guess they're getting aggressive, trying to bring some of those...
You got the gun, that's nice.
That's weird, that wasn't maybe accounted for, maybe cycled back somewhere a little trickier. It is what it is. Gun now back in the hands. They have 3 rifles, and the big one is over here towards B. That AWP is now going to be in a whole lot of trouble. James is trying to make no noise, but now the mollies come in. He's burning. The floor's on fire. And the flash caught themselves. So James still alive, but they're through.
He's done good here. Now, here's a winnable 3-on-3. The bomb is yet to go down. Sanji's already up close and personal. He is hearing all of this action. Bullets will go through. No tags landing, and maybe they'll just think about holding on to this because Kinder has the M4 over towards the quad side right now.
No CTs around.
Smoke towards Banana, and they're just going to try and get out of this, surely. I don't see any world of why VP want to limp on in here unless they want to grab that AWP for Jane. That's all I could be seeing as an option right now, but they're still forcing the issue here.
Just trying to keep him on the site, maybe. Buster's presence does get dealt with, and as they retreat, maybe these T's are trapped on the site. No, but K just about getting away.
So they got the AWP. They won't be getting that one on the VP side of things here. So that's a good omission to keep away from them going into the next buy round. Now, guns can be dropped across. Sanji and Yakinda can drop rifles. James can purchase himself. Kicker could do the same. Buster, he will definitely need a dropped gun. It just depends on how far they want to spread the resources right now going into round number 23 as K23 now have 9 on the board. So they are mounting a bit of a comeback here on this T side.
I really want the little spooky chickens again. That's what I was thinking of.
Spooky chickens,
The
yeah.
little things over them, they're really cute.
It might not happen. They might not push an update.
But come on, Valve. Come on. You haven't
never
given us
know.
much.
Well, they put like a little
little sheet over the
pumpkin
chickens.
over. Oh, they put a sheet over it.
Oh, a little pumpkin outfit would be really cute. Anyway, I need something happy in my life, and it should be that. Now,
Here comes some joy, Lauren.
okay, tell me of this joy.
Okay, the joy starts with Yakinda's death. Now, the fact he's gone down, many would sit here and consider this to be a round over.
Joyless round.
Precisely, but what changes things is Buster's recovered AK-47. No armor, and that would be enough for you to think, oh, that's a problem, but he doesn't. And neither did Sanji. Walking up middle, Sanji has a look and catches Norbert slipping. Backs into the site with an equalizer, and now a re-smoke to try and deny space. Kiosk will try and take some of it back with a smoke of his own, but Sanji walks through it immediately. And so a wide open B site. Wide as hell. 32 by 9 wide.
This is another difficult retake scenario going on here, but one they might go for this time because they did take that partial investment. The boost, Kiosk is well aware. He takes one down, spams up the other. Fantastic stuff as K23. They can hit the double digits, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo.
We are definitely cooking with gas here. So VP need to put a stop to this, and what we said on Dust 2 was wait and see when James gets the AWP out. Well, he's had the AWP out a little bit so far already. We might just need to see VP tighten things up. Now, they were playing a little bit earlier in the day against Endpoint. They got across there with a victory across 3 maps. So they are warmed up. I wouldn't say burnt out, but it was a long series. Now, the closer this one gets, the more rounds that come on into this, the more the VP players might start to wane. Whereas K23, this is all they're playing for here today. Kickit takes down Kiosk as he was hunting for some guns. Smoke to hold them at bay, and the 2 rifles will be held on for even Sanji upgrading to an AK-47. So the AWP definitely will be in play right now for James. I think Sanji could probably even drop it, and he will. James not having to invest too much himself here, giving him residual cash for future rounds to be able to buy more of the big green. But you can see the buy now. Look at this. Set utility, full nades for every single player on that VP side of things. Everyone with a HE, everyone with a flash, everyone with a smoke, and everyone with a Molotov. Diffuse kits as well. Head armor for everybody other than Sanji. Not necessary going up against those AK-47s. Let's get back underway here. 3-man B lean from VP. Deep Molotov to corral them at T stairs. CT side, not hyper aggressive in Banana right now, but using a light little bit of utility just to tickle them on up. James throwing some nades, dipping on back with that AWP, and they're just going to leave Buster to solo the top of Banana. So he's only going to be working with a smoke, a Molotov, and a flash, and solo on that site. As you can see the setup now, VP has kick it up towards the balcony position, over towards Castle or Graveyard will be Sanji, and the arch side will be greeted with the rotation of James and Kickit. Or Yakinda even, who is pedaling back and forth. They don't know where they want to stand right now, VP. They're all over the shop.
I guess they're in the right place. 4 on Banana. Kiosk peeling away from the apartments, causing the utility to be thrown. But yeah, VP are constantly back and forth by Speedway. They really don't know where to be. There's 50 seconds left.
Here we go. Buster, a little bit unprepared for that one as he rounds the corner, spots 4 with a smoke in his hand, and now, well, his M4's done some work. It's not enough, though, to write home about. It seems that the B hits have done enough to deter another VP defense. Oh, this does just feel like a battle of who will make the fewest mistakes. Good to see successful fragging into the site. Buster completely unawares. I can't quite justify that. Pulling out a smoke, rounding that corner and coffins. 4 people charging in. It's a strange gap there in the gameplay.
I feel right now, and the hunt, I like this here from Kiosk. He can be quite punishing if he finds a kill or 2. Money is pretty decent residual right now for VP, and with the loss bonus, they'll be able to buy. But I like the intention on the hunt. He'll go down. Now, just tuck on in, Kick It. You don't need to fight anymore, my friend Nealon. He wants to come and take your guns away. Now, I think that if the team's VP, that is, on the CT side, just went for more of a standard setup, weren't trying to play the rotation game and have 4 players over towards the A side of things, just hold on to their utility, be a bit more reserved, they might be able to just win out a round in that fashion, or go for full banana control and take that away from K23 and see how they react. And,
I do think that I have a theory that the best counter to a Virtus.pro CT side is just by getting that bomb down. Like, if you could invest so many of your resources, they will lean towards the save, considering in their mind their win condition is the most expensive gun in the game. Because I mean, that's 5 rounds in a row, which has been victorious through bomb explosions. Does back up my statement. Norbert.
all the timing.
Yeah, he didn't get spotted. Kick it back in away now.
So this time it's just direct over towards A. Yeah.
I'm in. I'm interested. You have my attention. A library smoke, pit smoke, everything smoked. Everyone just drops the same grenade. This is going to look very different in 15 seconds.
Yeah, Sanji was blind. The smoke was there. Another blind frag coming in, potentially, just coming out of the flashes. James still alive, but he's got so many players on his plate now. You can see Kinder trying to get close. Excellent work from him, finding Kiosk. Now the last 2. What does Mo do about this? Well, nothing now.
I can't believe this. They doubled up on Graveyard and just peeked one after the other out of the smoke, and it worked. It gives them even trades, and it's enough to deter. There's a frag. Cade finding James as he tried to reposition, lingering at this point in time in the pit. And Yakinda and Buster have been dealt 2 on 2, and Mo does bait out Yakinda. Looks like successful. 2 on 2 here, unless Buster's got something to say about it. He knows he's an AWP in play, so vulnerable from this point forward into the site. Wow, he's found the first for free. Who was holding it? It was Cade's responsibility. He's on the pit side. Spoke on the bomb, draws him out. An adjustment from Buster. Sensational.
How did he just get 2 1v1s from that?
I'm not sure.
I really don't know how he was able to creep onto site.
Like, why was he surprised?
Not even considering it. He was turned the other way. I'm amazed at this. Maybe a miscommunication, something going wrong here, because you really shouldn't be able to get that much room.
I mean, he didn't know where Buster was coming from, maybe looking short side, but this was such a huge gap that ends up in a lost round. Great adjustment from Buster. 14 found and timeout called.
The fact that that's the way that they get around on the board after 5 on the trot right there, it's not hugely convincing from VP. It was in the scrap of that A execute that they're actually able to stand on up. And you can see here the approach of K23. Once they decide they want to hit a bomb site, it's all in. And most of the time, it's been working. Another bomb plant. Timeout taken. Timeout expired. Now, having a look at the scores on the doors, we can see Kickit at the top, 23 for him. He's loving it right now. You've got 18 for Buster, 17 for Sanji, having another good game. Jame on 14, a bit hard of him to find the impact with the AWP on a map like Inferno, and 13 for Yakinda. On the other side, leading the charge is Kadio, 18 for him, 17 for Mo. We've got Nealon down there on 16 kills, 12 for Kios, and 11 for Norbert. We're back underway here. The gun's out for both sides. By a little bit more, let's say, rough around the edges. This Kickit will have a FAMAS in play, and there's only 1 defuse kit.
Yeah, I mean, it was 5 on the trot for K23 until that previous round, which felt more like a mistake from K23 than it being a repeatable instance from Virtus.pro. However, it does put them on 14. So the gap now closes and the comeback does become a little trickier. Buster does receive a little early on, but he's still operational at 56. Apartments has swung over control-wise towards the T side at least. Oh, Norbert's got a picture now.
Yeah, there he is.
That's nice.
Even Mo's got a picture.
Oh, he's giving us the blue
Oh,
steel.
we got all the pictures coming out.
All right. Kio's still a blacked out device.
The silhouette.
You can see the smirk in the void.
This one's a little bit slower pace here from K23. They're a bit more spread out across the map. There's no direct intention. They've got banana control, but they're not opting for that B execute. They're not going straight towards A with that set piece. And look at the rotation they've drawn on out by faking that B side of things. So much pressure towards B in this half so far, and look what it does. BP immediately respect it. And guess what, James? You're all alone. You're isolated on the site, and you have the worst weapon for the job. You are going to have to do something absolutely nutty here. I hope that your team rotates over quick smart.
Yeah, smoke being dropped by Kios forces him off the line, but he's got more than one to find. Kicker finds it, and now the double in the feed. Jame with one. Kios over the top of his own smoke, but he's tucked in now, and it should just be another frag for James. Teammates arrive, and it's Kicker's quad kill. Magnificent. Just arriving exactly when he needed to, and James' presence was not the only one on the site. 27 for Kicker as he continues to flex. And it looks like it could be the end of the road. K23 need to string together 4 consecutive rounds here. Let's see this double. Boom. Bang. Lovely control. Double headshot as well. Now 4 match points in the VP camp.
Should be easy close for them now. You can see this buy that K23 are working with in the last round of play. The AWP is out, but the utility is light. The AKs are looking good, but Yakinda forcing forward finds the opening. KDO with the exchange and damage through the smoke.
Oh, just gets around the corner in time. Sanji, lucky to be alive, and now has to contribute in a different way. He won't be able to stand and brawl. The smoke is so indicative of someone close that Mo wall bangs him. And that's the end of that. B's wide open. They don't have a clue, but it is just a 2-on-4. James trying to level things up. There's no way K23 can let this one slip away. They're already smoking B. Bombs B, but bombs mid, you're right. They gamble. They're not gonna step a foot out of line as KDO walks into the site and calls it clear. Norbert might fancy his chances here. Boiler. It'll be a quick wrist flick from James. One of his strong suits. Taking a fight like that, but this round is over.
Bombs away. You don't go back for seconds. Yeah, so James going to find that, and it's going to be time for them to try and keep hold of the guns they currently have. And for K23, another round to live, but it does feel as though, well, I don't know, well, there's 5 rounds in the row there, right, for K23, and then they lost the last, well, they lost 2. So.
They could still do this. There's still a window of opportunity here. I think their biggest problem right now is that the buy will be able to come out from VP in another consecutive round, and holding on to this AWP and the AK-47 allows that to be even stronger. So for K23, if they can continue to bully the same bomb site, this B site where they found a lot of success, then for them, they maybe can pull this one back. They only need 3 rounds now. It's not outside of the realms of possibility. It's definitely well and truly looking like it's something which we could see go down here today. But VP coming in as the heavy favorites here. It's always just felt like a matter of time until they closed this out, even starting a map down due to being forfeit. Now, here's just some of those opening kills. The 4-on-2 after that kill through the smoke from KDO. By coming back out, Sanji still has that AK-47 in play. James AWP is on the ground somewhere, and then in residual still has 5,850 remaining. So that's going to be a lot of cash to work with for him to buy into an AWP when they need it. Now 4 over towards the top of Banana here. VP, they're taking a risk, they're taking a gamble. Nade damage down towards bottom of Banana. It is great. Look at that. KDO tickled on up by the flames, down to 22. Nealon's been hemorrhaged to 43 as well, and that's a lot of early damage without a pick being given on up from the VP side. Sanji, he's taken a huge amount himself. 12 HP for him, and Yakinda, well, he's on 55. But all in all, they've been able to dispel them from Banana here. You can see this on the radar. Everybody from K23 leaving that sector of the map. They've all fanned on out towards alt mid and top mid, and James needs to deliver now.
Delivered before. Similar position, but it won't be so easy this time. A lot more pressure will be coming his way if they do commit, and they do. It's up towards CT Arch for now. 2 have broken through, and on the other side, Yakinda holding a little bit more passively, but it does mean these 3 who are tucked in towards pit side need to be careful.
There's the first. James Shorley going down. He gets to fire a second bullet, surprisingly. Yakinda had the element of surprise, but squanders it. Madness. No. Madness in the server tonight. Norbert could go down here, and a precise shot from Kickett impresses. Maybe a second. Kios too quick. And so it all falls to Buster coming in from Library side. It shouldn't be one he goes for, and it won't be. Every round that K23 have won has involved a save from the CTs. This is no different. Every T round involved a bomb plant and an explosion. We just have not seen a success from K23 in terms of just raw eliminations and Half of it probably a product of the opponent they play, and the other half perhaps just the outcome of the way these teams gel.
Joust.
Joust. Jousting's the one, man.
The Knight's Tale was a good movie.
It was. Rest in
Awesome
peace,
movie.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Really, really loved Knight's Tale. And I also like the flamboyant poet actor. I don't think he gets enough work. You know the naked monk? What was he called? He's in lots of stuff, but he's always like kind of like a C-tier actor.
Yeah.
But I always thought he was quite
Engaging actor.
engaging character, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look.
IMDb it. Hold on, I'm on the way.
I think he was the self-flagellating monk in Da Vinci Code.
What was the role he played? What's the name of the...
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can envision him.
Yeah, he's got
I
a
can
really
see him.
recognizable face.
Yeah, definitely so. And let's get this
All
one
Bettany.
underway because it could be the 16th round on the board here for VP. The AWP is back out. They need to avoid the bomb going down. They need to find themselves in that chaos. Otherwise, K23, they get the bomb down and they get the round. So round 29, 15 to 13. Jane
Let's
postured more
go.
forward. Nade damage good again to start things off here, but that hasn't been a problem for K23 to overcome in the past. Flash towards top mid. CTs don't know if they've lost bracket control or not. Norbert, being a bit of a weasel in the backlines here, has been able to tuck himself up towards the outside. Smoke over, Flash is good. He's pushing forward. Spam, not going to land. But now they know how far forward the K23 players are. Buster will have to drop on back and play a little bit safer.
Look at him go. Norbert's still pressing the issue. He's less of a
Naughty.
weasel, more of a calculating and conniving stoat. Sanji's flanking him.
He's not ready for this.
And that is quite the reveal. Hello. You've got to be paranoid about your backside now, and they are just running out of
I love
banana.
this. But they're just going to wear this down because every rotator is going to run into Norbert. So they had the one from A, which was Sanji. Now your Kinder, of course, going to fall back into the trap, and he just continues forward. Now they know where Buster is. Trades in well. That's perfectly played towards posting a
Save.
player up towards CT. Saving time. It's James time.
Well, look, another round, another save. A very familiar story here, but let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They overspent. They dropped an extra rifle. Now, if you look at their bank balance right now, you can see that they are up struggle street. And even with the loss bonus coming through, the CT side, things do cost a little bit more. So holding on to this AWP, it's integral. They need this. They cannot lose this. He cannot miss this shot, and he will not. So now the bomb, 10 seconds remaining. Maybe a little bit more. Let's round her up to 15 as we are on board with James here in the CGS cam. Rush is showing us exactly how it used to be 12 years ago. This is how they observed games. This is how they showed the action.
Was the camera locked to like over the shoulder third person, or did they spin it around?
I don't even think it was locked. I think there was probably some guy with a joystick.
Poor
doing it
guy just
somewhere.
trying to wangle it around.
Scott Valencia wearing a Cowboys hat. Anyway, there's the overbuy that we're getting on the replay right here. And oh no, that's that moment when you go,
VP. Like clearly some talented individuals, you know, individually and mechanically, and clearly passionate about the game that is Counter-Strike. But I think it's something inside me is telling me they just need a voice they respect. Bring back Zeus. Bring back someone where he just shouts at you when you overbuy and shouts at you when you throw two smokes in the same location when you're in a match that will determine your fate and relevance in the tier 1 scene. Like clearly VP can frag. And sensationally, I mean, the Kicket's been making this splash for ages. Everyone knows what James capable of. Buster reliable in returning to the roster. But dropping extra weapons, dropping accidental double smokes, it's like, I mean, sure, I get it. You've already played a series, and I'm sure you've got this kind of badass attitude of, oh, we're so much better than these guys, but it's the score that matters. And at the moment, it is right down to the wire with a couple of unforced errors on the VP side of things.
Double AWPs, though, to bail them out of this. This could be what they need to close here. Because they're heavy rotating across the map quite a lot. Maybe Buster posted up with an AWP towards Banana. Could be the change. Once again, early utility across the map. K23, once again, taking the lion's share of that damage. KDO tagged on down to half HP. Norbert doing the same as previous, trying to get control of middle. This time VP are not giving them bracket control. They're much more postured forward. So more utility being thrown on out to slow down their ascent towards top mid and Banana. And as we can see here, 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. K23 have full Banana control. They could just go for a B set piece. And if they do, there's 3 players waiting. Sanji's just rotated over.
Yeah, they're just going. And Buster's missed
that's a
his
miss.
shot. This is awkward. Lots of flashes, completely
they're
force him
hunting.
out. And Norbert thinks twice about it. Buster lucky to be alive, but the frags are still coming in thick and fast. Buster does find a stray one and a tag as well through the smoke. Keon's low.
He's pushing the smoke. He's trying everything. They're locked in here. The 2 players up Banana, though, being instantly met by force. It's all on James, and there's no saving this time.
He's missed an easy shot and makes up for it, but that's 15-15. We're going to have to separate them in overtime, baby. 16K, MR3 coming up soon.
But I can't say why. Feeling lost like I just want a time back time. I'm choked up, tell me how do I say this right? Cause you've been calling me up all the time and sending me signs and giving me them eyes. And you've been saying that you found the one, texting me drunk and you wanna talk but you can't say why. I can't get there and you know I've tried. You know I don't wanna waste your time. City lights, I'm looking in your eyes, but I can't say why. Doesn't feel right to call you mine. You know I don't wanna waste your time. I can't get there and you know I've tried, but I can't say why. But I can't say why. I can't get there and you know I've tried. You know I don't wanna waste your time. City lights, I'm looking in your eyes, but I can't say why. Doesn't feel right to call you mine. You know I don't wanna waste your time. I can't get there and you know I've tried, but I can't say why. But I can't say
I might be tired at the stones they throw, picking up scars and I hold them close. They shot me down, but I got this far. Shine a light on me when my heart goes dark. Yeah, 'cause I'll never lose faith now. I'm in the flames of an angel. Fire, fire, burn. Fire, fire.
Overtime required to separate these two. It's K23 and VP with a map advantage given to K23 upon VP's late arrival to the server. So we haven't seen K23 win a map yet. This is one of their best chances to do it, and it would be knocking VP down a peg here in the CIS version of IEM New York. Domestically divided. We prepare ourselves
Oof, all right.
for overtime. Chad Burchell
Here
on
we
the
go.
microphone. Lauren Pansy Scott as well, known for some jibber jabber.
We need some solutions here from VP because the CT side, they haven't been able to lock out these sites. And when they've been losing B, well, and A, the retakes have not been happening whatsoever. But now we're in overtime. Now it's MR3 16K. We should see a bit more of that coming on through. And it isn't the double op setup that they've opted for here on the first gun round. They've just gone down to the 4 rifles with that AWP in play, signature weapon for Jame. The gambles were good from VP in the late stages. The damage with the nades has been fantastic throughout, but they just haven't been able to hold K23 back from the sites.
Yeah, I feel like the gambles have been not necessarily questionable, but tricky to comprehend, it feels. They've been in the incorrect places, exposed and punished, but quick play towards the top of middle has garnered control for the T side. However, the bomb was yet to be picked up. It was still quite some way back. So a second or two to consider whether this is the final destination they want to go for. Nealon definitely making presence noted. Another smoke goes towards CT Arch, however. And the CT's almost out of all their utility here.
Very early into the piece. 45 seconds will remain, about 40 when those smokes fade. So Sanji tucks in. Flashes suggest he should have a look and doesn't want to overcommit because there is
left
three.
Arch.
Yekinda trying to control them. Some vision restored. Mo's already swinging. James the one to take the look. He does find the booty of Mo. Norbit into the side though, 2 for the CTs. It's brown on blue at this point in time. Neelan's hunting and Sanji's weathered the storm of 1. No scopes, another. All on to Neelan now, and unfortunately he's not ready for the flank. He will be shot and found out. 16 found, but a little too late. VP will have to do more.
Yeah, well, at least they were able to hold them back there. And I think that K23, if they get banana control again, might just hedge their bets back towards that side of the map. And it's felt a bit strange that we haven't been saying Yekinda's name more, holding that B side of things with Buster. They never really feel like they're in the right places at the right time to be shutting down any form of K23 execute. AKs are back out. The buy is good. Now let's take a look here. How do VP approach this round? Once again, James just searching towards middle with the AWP, seeing if anybody's home. Banana control being taken. Molotov's nades, they are really good. Look at the damage done this time. KDO and Neelan, they are limping.
Yeah, the walking wounded at this point.
Every
Slowed
round,
down. You're right, it is every round. Every time there's just so much utility damage.
Typically, K23 overcame that utility damage with B hits. Deny presence towards middle and apartments, and then finish B. Sanji burning. Chicken gone.
Poor little Jimkin. James still alive though. And no clear intentions yet from the T's. They had that little, you know, tussle over by Banana, but a look towards top mid, but a fall back towards B, it seems. And potentially the right call right now. 4 of the CTs were leaning towards A. It looks like Sanji is heading right back through Speedway, going to get towards B, but the timing is going to be a key factor here. Does that smoke do anything to help him? Might just do, but they're ahead of it. And he spots one now. There's a problem. Gray screen galore. Buster has to hold on.
Yeah, he's low, but as he goes down, time becomes a factor. There's no smoke CT. You can just on the other side of this one. Kiosk is treating it like a wall.
That should be the round, surely. How does Kiosk win this?
I don't think he does.
Yeah, difficult round to get back into there. And K23 denied. Now 2 plays onto the sites in a row. Denied. Both A and B shut down here. It just took VP getting their backs against the wall and getting into overtime to turn it on. And now as we move forward into the last round of the first half of overtime here, the first series.
What's next, Chad?
Next we have Cyber Legacy featuring Seized of Na'Vi fame going up against Na'Vi, the Kings of the Castle. That'll be our second series of the day today. We also have the secondary stream going on right now. If you want to check out the matches there, we did have Espada taking on Fours. That series was split 1-1. Fours actually won Inferno in overtime, lost Dust 2, and now they will be taking place on Mirage as third and final. But speaking of final, Yekinda, he's going to make this round final for Neelan. Buster, he's in trouble. I don't think he knows a player slipped the net, and he didn't see it. The smoke, it fades, it blooms, it's all over Red Rover. KDO goes down. And Buster's finding more. How's he done this?
Yeah, just finishing off the job of Yekinda. Puts us into a 4v2 for a spotless CT side. Kio's trying to nutmeg in the smoke. Buster adjusts his crosshair and his spray. And so all on to Mo, who has just waved a big flag in the form of that utility to say, I'm here too. And that's the end of that. Quad kill from Buster to put them on match points, 3 to be specific. Looking good for VP heading into the defense as well. Heading into the attack. This is Buster finding those last few frags through the smoke, just using that tracer fire and jumps to position his crosshair accordingly. And so here we go. We're venturing into...
I reckon they close it here, Alex.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're going to close it right here. That's that deep CT smoke that we were talking about. So of G2 fame, K23 using it as well. Maybe they came up with it first and G2 took it, but regardless, that's where we saw it first. Now VP, not aggressive in Banana in the early stages of this. They haven't taken a chunk of damage. They will push on through now as Kicker takes long control. Bomb is left towards T stairs. So this is going to be a long drawn out affair here from the Virtus.pro side of things. But as they slowly limp on forward. One more round required. They had the clean sweep on the CT side. That actually baits out Mo. Kinder with boiler control. Molly means he has to wait, but there's 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock, so they've done a really good job so far of baiting out early CT utility. More of it coming on over. Kinder lining something up here, just standing in plain sight, ready to Molotov over towards that arch side. It is this quad stack, and unless they push them back, K23 will remain with all of the information that they want. So this could be a big biff.
I love me a big biff. Let's see how this one shapes up. Norbert sprays an anti-flash, but costs him his life, and now Cade's gone too. Mo needs a multi, Yekinder challenging, and they line up. Oh, nearly a 2-for-1 deal. Buy one, get one, full on free. James planting, smoke blooming.
2 mollies.
A healthy one, and it is James' responsibility here. Baited out and finished off. It's Sanji, 1v2, a good trade. Jiggles, flash is good. Fans, Nealon, and that's the 19.